All right, Gemini folks, let's see what Scorpio season has in store for you guys. So right now you actually have a Jupiter retrograde in your sign, so maybe you've been a little in your head lately, especially with Mercury, your ruling planet, being in Scorpio. You've probably been digging into those dark recesses of your mind, digging up some trauma and kind of being stuck in your head. You may have seen some of your luck kind of reverse. Maybe any growth that you've been making has kind of stopped in its tracks and maybe even backtracked a little bit. Now on November 3rd, I believe, maybe 2nd, Mercury is going to move into Sagittarius. This is going to lighten the mood a bit, kind of lighten your mind a bit, but you are still likely to be kind of stuck in your head even, during this time. But more reviewing things like maybe knowledge that you had, or your belief systems and things like that. There may be something new that you're wanting to learn, something that you've been wanting to study for a while. You might start thinking about that during this time. Not really a whole lot of anything major happening for you guys during this time. So be thankful for that one, right? Just keep in mind that you're still not really likely to see a whole lot move for you either. So let's look at Scorpio season as a whole for Gemini. See. Goodness gracious. There's a lot coming out here. Let's see. We have a 3 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, and the Fool. All right, so this is really kind of feels very work related. Now, with Pluto in that last 29 degrees of Capricorn, this is something that's coming up a lot too. There's a lot of endings when it comes to like jobs and careers and things of that happening right now. I don't know if that's really going to affect you guys a whole lot, other than the fact that that is just a collective thing. Like, it's across the board. A lot of it's going to depend on where your other planets are as well. But we are seeing this ending to toxic work environments, right? At least leaving the toxic work environments. And that's what I'm seeing here. This right here. This 3 of Pentacles with this 7 of Swords is a very toxic work environment, okay? The Fool is saying, screw it, I'm out. Taking that leap of faith to say, you know what, I'm not going to put up with this anymore. This could have a lot to do with maybe that like education type of things that I was I'm mentioning. Like, maybe it's time for you to go back to school. Maybe it's time to just be done with these type of work environments and go study something new, start your career over, and choose to do something different. But this is a very like toxic work environments where you've got this like high school type of behavior going on, the backstabbing, the shady behavior type of energy going on, and now it's time to just take that leap of faith and move forward with something new, okay? Now, something unexpected for Gemini during Scorpio season. Goodness gracious. 7 of Cups and 8 of Pentacles. A lot of options. All right. This is a lot of options when it comes to work. So there's maybe some stuff starts falling in your lap, you know. Maybe you finally have enough and say, screw it, I'm out of here. And they go, hey, you want a promotion? You want to do a different position? Things like that. But it's like there's a lot of options here, but this could also be some confusion as well, like a lot of fog over it when it comes to your work as well. Maybe you are struggling to kind of see what direction you really want to move. But with this being something unexpected, this is probably a lot more along the lines of options here. How to stay grounded. How can Gemini stay grounded during Scorpio season? Nope. Judgment. This is actually Pluto energy right here, right? So this is like a judgment is like another chance, like that last chance to do something different, right? This is that like karmic moment where you're being asked, are you going to repeat this same old cycle over and over again, or are you going to change the way you're doing things and allow things to start moving forward in your life, right? So if you're seeing that come up, this is how to like stay grounded here. Like, what are you going to do? Are you going to do things differently? You know, this whole definition of insanity thing, right? You know, You don't want to keep doing that same thing over and over and over again. If it's not working, you're still getting the same outcome every time, right? So look for that moment where you've got this option, right? Which way are you going to go with it? And it's definitely a good way to kind of get your feet back on the ground is if you've got a situation. Let me show you this. So this 7 of Swords right here. I am finding this showing up an awful lot in my personal readings when I'm in a situation where other people are kind of overloading my brain, and I tend to like disassociate, right? This is where I just shut down. My brain is no longer functional. I scroll through social media. I don't really do a whole lot of anything productive, right? Because other people are just like bombarding me with stuff, right? And this coming from like this coworker situation, it can really be grounding to like take the leap of faith to get you out of these situations that are always putting you in this disassociative state, right? Because it clears your mind and it allows you to finally get stuff done, finally get to move forward with something, okay? An important emotion, that one really jumped out. Ace of Cups. So this is that new emotional offer. This is, it's filling your cup, right? This doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. This could be your social life. It could be friends. It could be family. But this, seeing people offering you this cup of love, filling up your emotional cup, like this is going to be important for you. I feel like maybe you haven't seen this happening for you in a while. So when it comes up, it's going to be very fulfilling, right? Like that's a very important emotion. Maybe there is something in this, taking that leap of faith to get out of these toxic environments, that really gives you this new sense of emotional fulfillment as well. Let's see, something that will inspire Gemini during Scorpio season. Something that will inspire. Page of Cups. So this is a message. This is a message of an emotional message, right? Like it's very kind of in line with this, right? So there's something fun, something new, something coming in that is really helping you get your emotional state in check, especially after all this time with Mercury being in Scorpio, where you've probably really been digging into like the ugly parts of your brain and really trying to deal with some stuff that's been very difficult. Having these new offers come in, these new emotional fulfillment type of situations coming in, it's going to give you a lot of fulfillment. These messages, especially if it's, maybe just people reaching out to you saying, hey, are you okay? Do you need anything? Type of energy, okay? Spirit guides speaking to you during this time. Spirit guides speaking to Gemini. Two of Wands. Your spirit guides are telling you to take that leap forward, follow your dreams, make that decision to move forward with something that really fulfills you, something that lights you up, something that gives you drive and passion, right? You're really wanting to chase something here. You're wanting to see the world. You're wanting to learn something new and really just move forward with your life here. Now, Venus is actually also in Sagittarius right now, and it's going to be there until almost the end of Scorpio season. And that's opposite your sign, right? So that's a really good indication of other people offering you loving messages, compassionate messages, offers of help and things like that. So don't be afraid to move forward for yourself, okay? How to best support yourself. How can Gemini best support themselves during Scorpio season? Got another whole handful here. These are real big indications of moving on to something else. We have the Star. This is hope. This is healing. We have the Three of Cups. This is that social life. This is that enjoying your time with your friends or whoever it is that you really enjoy spending time with. And the Eight of Cups, walking away and finding that like this is like an emotional journey, a spiritual journey, where you're really kind of actually dealing with your emotions, actually facing them head on, and you're learning something from them so that you can move into a better space, okay? So this is, how to support yourself. Allow yourself to continue to heal. Allow yourself to enjoy your time with the people that you love and that love you as well. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords. So this is moving on from like a chaotic situation, a situation that keeps your mind kind of in a hot mess all the time, right? So there's a lot of moving forward for you, but this is also in a mental capacity, right? So really moving forward in your mind and letting go of all of this ick that is holding you back mentally, okay? I'm going to pull some clarifiers for our Three of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and Fool up here. Some clarifiers. Yep. We have Six of Pentacles. All right, what else do we have? King of Pentacles. You may see quite a few offers of help during this time. And the Hierophant. So yeah, this is like, Ten of Swords on the bottom. So yeah, it's almost like this ending brings you offers of help. Maybe there's somebody who's just kind of waiting for you to make that move, to kind of step in and be like, hey, I got you. Why don't you come work for me, or whatever it is. The Hierophant, so this is definitely like listening to your beliefs. The Hierophant is like that spiritual leader, right? And with your ruling planet moving into Sagittarius, this is a very spiritual sign. It's a very belief system based sign. So this could have a lot to do with you just standing your ground on your belief systems that lead to you saying, you know what, that's it, I'm done, I'm out of here. And that bringing you these new options for you to be able to move forward for yourself, okay? Let's pull you some, sorry, my dog is pacing again. He does this like every hour these days. Let's pull you guys some oracle cards. What is influencing Gemini during Scorpio season? What is influencing Gemini? Oop. The unexpected. So this really might kind of pop up out of nowhere. It's almost like you guys hit a little bit of a breaking point here somewhere along the line where you're like, you know what, I'm done. I'm out, right? You may even just like suddenly find out that maybe these coworkers are terrible or whatever it is. This might not even be something that you really are fully aware of yet, okay? Your advice. Boundaries. Definitely boundaries. Practice good boundaries. Make sure that you are saying what you need, saying what you want, saying where your boundaries are. Be very, very clear with your words, and then enforce that when somebody tries to cross it, when somebody tries to push it. We do have resilience on the bottom, so keep going. Just keep going. You've already kind of been through it. Things have been really hard for everybody. There's this, just got to keep going, because we are like this close to the end of these old cycles that have been going on for the last 16 years.